Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And I know I don't usually do videos on Tuesdays, but today's a special Tuesday. I guess this is special, it depends how you view on it, but today's voting day, so just at least in my opinion, hopefully you guys just did your research and you just feel like you just did the right decision, and hopefully there wasn't any trouble of you guys getting your voting done, because I'm not sure if you guys possibly, because again, people do voting differently. People go out of town to do it, people do it city hall, people do it online, they mail it, different stuff. But that's all I'm going to talk about it, because I don't like going into politics. Just not what this channel is about. That's not what I do. That's not what I talk about. But since it's voting day, I decided to talk about it for a little bit. So that's all I'm going to talk about. So since it's that, and also I haven't done this in a while. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but this is my, I don't think this is my first vlog. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure which vlogs are video logs. If this is my first one, I guess this is my first one. I need to double check on that, but basically today I have received a belated 20th birthday present. It just came in the mail, to my campus, like in the mailbox and stuff, and it's finally here. I just unboxed it today. It still has a saran wrap on it. Can't wait to show it to you guys. Take a look at that. Yep, hopefully I have it facing the camera correctly. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's Scrooge McDuck. Yep. There he is in all of his glory. And basically this is a DuckTales art book. And I guess I would say spoilers for the entire show, because I'm not going to read like page by page on this. That's not what I'm going to do, but I might like show like some pages and stuff. So if it might show something that's like, oh no, spoiler, I guess kind of click off until like you finish the series or something. But yeah, the show, it ended. I thought it had such a fantastic finale. I thought it was great. It wasn't something that I reviewed on the show. It's something I watched by myself. I thought it was fantastic. Do I wish season 3 had more episodes to flesh out more things? Yes, I do. Season 3 was not perfect at all, but I think the finale was really great. I do honestly believe that. So without further ado, let's open this. And yeah, here's some pages right there. Pretty cool. I also think I saw somewhere on Twitter that they started releasing these copies today, and one of my family members who sent me this like pre-ordered it, so that's why I kind of got it today also. So it all landed on the same day, so pretty cool. And in the comments below, did you get this art book, or are you a fan of DuckTales or not? Hopefully I can get this open. I don't want to get up and get scissors. And you know how some people say that when people take classic shows and turn them into reboots, sometimes it doesn't end well? Well, DuckTales was basically the opposite. That I think it did such a fantastic reboot. And when you kind of look at the old show, it's not like bad or anything, but the new show is like significantly, better. Especially with character dynamics. I guess it tells you like what's like in here. So I'll put that right here. Okay. Let me do saran wrap. put that right here before I sort it out, either garbage or recycling. I get those mixed up sometimes. But take a look at that. That's just awesome right there. It looks just like from the first episode, except for the first episode of the first season, it was just Scrooge on the dragon. The kids weren't on there, and Donald wasn't there. Also, he was looking for a job application, so he wasn't there. But that's pretty cool to see that they're all there, because even though we obviously have other characters with different, backstories, and they're very complex and stuff like that, but these are like the main people I think we should be like focusing on with the story. So we have Uncle Scrooge, Louie, Dewey, Huey, and Webby and Donald. And of course you have like Mrs. Beakley and Duckworth and Gladstone, and we have Lena and Violet as like new characters and stuff, and Gizmo Duck. But this is like the main family, I guess, along with Mrs. Beakley, of what we're focusing on. So I think it's pretty cool. Okay, let's see if we can open this. Okay, let me try it from this way. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's a book cover. Nice. Definitely not throwing this away. Okay, I'll read that in a second. Aha. The Art of DuckTales. Yep. Take a look at that. It's also very shiny. We have Webby, we have Della, we have Scrooge, Magica, Dispel and the Dime. Like I said before, spoilers. Huey, Dewey, Louie, Scrooge, Donald, Beakley, Flintheart, Glomgold. We have Gizmo Duck, and we have Launchpad. Pretty cool. And I liked how, because in the original series, I think they might have mentioned like the mom. What was it, like once? It was only like a one-line type of thing. But in the show, we actually got to explore, hey, what happened to the mom? And now we have a new mystery about the dad. And again, this is just a theory that someone says like he's like part of Fowl, or was part of Fowl or something. I'm not sure if that theory is true or not. I'm not sure, but could be possible. Hopefully the dad isn't evil. That'd be super sad. Take a look at that. That is just awesome right there. Again, I'm not gonna show like every page, but I do want to show like some. This is just amazing right here. And hopefully it shows like some places that we haven't explored yet. So because maybe in the future, because I heard there's gonna be like a Darkwing Duck reboot, which is gonna be a spin-off of the DuckTales reboot. So that'll be pretty cool. Huh. Rocker Duck Estates. If you obviously seen the show, you know about Rocker Duck Feller. I'm surprised that he still owns land. That's actually a surprise for me. And we have Silverbeak and the suburbs. We have the financial district with Flintheart Glomgold. We have McDuck Manor with Launchpad's Crash Plane. The Money Bin. Oh, we even have... Oh, this is pretty cool. We actually have Flintheart getting attacked by a kraken, actually. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure you can see it. Probably not. Probably have to move the book closer. So hopefully you can see it. Hopefully. We have Hookbill Harbor and oh, we have Zeus up there. Oh, that's pretty cool. And I believe that's supposed to be, what is that? It was Gladstone's blimp. Like, it was Donald's cousin, like lucky cousin Gladstone, Gander. I think that's his blimp. I think that's his blimp. And yeah, this is like I'm in a chapter just called like the beginning, and we have many different people: the art director, the producer, and the executive producer, and just like the co-executive producer and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. That there's many different people. It's not just one person like handling everything. Oh, this is interesting how it says that this whole show is about risk versus reward. That's a good way to put it. You learn in this show what's really valuable to you and what you're willing to risk to get what you want. So, ooh, that Scrooge learns that with willpower, there's growth. Yeah, Scrooge went through a ton of growth throughout the whole show. I love it. And also, you're solving the mysteries of themes in part two, and as family is the greatest adventure. And I love that about DuckTales. It's all about family. It kind of reminds me of Shazam a bit, where it's like, oh, like, you know, even though we have our differences, we're different people, and we come from different places, and we have different ideas, and we bicker with each other. We're still family. We come back together. I absolutely love that. Again, like I'm going through a few pages without showing anything, but I definitely want to show this. You definitely see some like pre-production sketches right there, and I just think that's really cool. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not the best camera guy, but yeah, the style of DuckTales we see, like the broken plane, the broken Jeep, and oh, this is different styles for the money bin. That is interesting. I'm glad they didn't go for this one because it feels too. What do I want to say? It's too big. You know, it's too bulky, and this one's kind of like too techno. So, yeah, they went through like different stages. This one kind of reminds me like of kind of going into like a tomb or something. That actually looks pretty cool. You know, they talk about the foreground, the midground, and the background. You know, this is actually gonna help me with enhance my drawing skills actually, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Be aware of the middle frame. Stage of light. Make sure your camera's on perspective. It needs to be. Ooh, specify the shape. And definitely check out the Carl Bark comics. They definitely do Darkwing Duck and DuckTales and stuff like this. Go check it out. Character design. Keep the tilting subtle. Don't overdo it. Basically talking about like the eyes of how to make a character sad, make them angry, make them frustrated, make them agitated, make them confused. So that's pretty cool. Building the production team. There were some storyboard artists that worked on Gravity Falls that worked on DuckTales also. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, Dana Terrace from the Owl House. What did she do? Oh, I guess she was a director. I'm not sure if she was like a main director. I'm not sure if that says that here. Let's see. Building out our team at the beginning was pretty. Wait, it was pretty. I think it's supposed to say keen. It says it was pretty key. I don't think that makes any sense. It was pretty keen to get some directors involved. Initially, we brought Dana Terrace, John. I'm so sorry if I butchered the name. I'm so sorry. Ashima and Tom Owens. Tom left within the first few episodes. And when he left, we replaced him with Matt Humphreys, who was one of our storyboard artists. Sarah Craig also arrived fairly early to do prop design as part of the core team. Okay. But yeah, take a look at that. Wait, hold on. Let's see, take a look at all of these characters right here. It's just amazing. And we're getting to the music part. Because there's many different soundtracks for different themes of the show. So this one is Scrooge with his like adventure theme. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, Huey, Dewey, and Louie have like a triplets theme. Webby has a theme. Gizmo Duck has a theme. Definitely he does. This one's blank. Oh, Magic of the Spell has a theme. Oh, she definitely has a theme in the show, so that's pretty cool. And of course, these are just sketches of it, of of what would be like the final piece. This is like the sketch of it. I think they were planning on Lena to look kind of different. It's way too small for me. Even if I kind of zoomed in, it would be just way too small. To push the book. But Yeah, Lena had a different haircut. I definitely like the one she has in the show, but it looks different here. That's pretty funny. The cast and characters. Oh, they auditioned for traditional voice actors with kids, teens, and actors. I think David. Yeah, it says here that David Tennant was the voice of Scrooge. He did a phenomenal job as Scrooge. Obviously, he wasn't the original guy who did it in the original DuckTales, and that's just this classic Scrooge. But I think this is a pretty good Scottish modern voice of him. It didn't feel like cheap. Like Scrooge actually sounded like Scrooge. I thought that was pretty cool. It shows Scrooge is eating a scorpion. I forgot if he actually did that in the show, but that's pretty funny. Because Scrooge can like handle like anything, so eating a scorpion wouldn't be too big of a deal. Tony Anselmo is the voice of Donald Duck. Hmm. I love this right here. I'm looking at Huey right here, and Huey basically has like science and fact, and Webby has like a scroll that says like dragons on it. I actually want to show this. It's like right here. Hopefully you guys can see that, because there was a funny episode where they were kind of arguing about that of what's real and what's not. It wasn't about dragons, but that's pretty cool. Ooh, this one has Dewey and Webby kind of fighting side by side against some sort of ancient type of creatures. They kind of look like soldiers, and it looks like, is that Lena? I think that might be Lena. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's Louie. I'm sorry, the hair kind of looks similar. Danny Putty, I think that's his last name. I'm so sorry if I butchered it. He's the voice of Huey, and I think he sounds great. He sounds like the intellectual brother of the three. We have Louie. I love this one that Louie's trying to escape like Webby's hug, but Webby just catches him. That's pretty funny. Bobby, again, I'm so sorry about the last name. Bobby Moynihan. He's the voice of Louie. That's pretty cool. And we have Webby, and oh, she looks absolutely just on edge, just with the connecting Scrooge with all these other like family bloodlines and stuff like that. She's like, what could it possibly mean? And she's voiced by Kate McCucci, who is also the voice of Terry from Amphibia, Sadie from Steven Universe, and I think something else. I can't remember what. But I have to say, between all those three voices, I had to say Webby is my favorite. Nothing against Sadie or Terry. I just think Webby, I just think, maybe it's because she just adventures a lot, and just with like the core cast, I just think I have like more of a like like I kind of understand her kind of better. With like Sadie, she was just one of those townspeople with Steven Universe, and she only went on like one or two adventures with Steven, I think. And it kind of proved what I have been saying this on the channel, but like saying to myself and saying to like other people, like off camera, saying that Steven has been hanging around with people that has been older than him, no one that's been his age, except for like Connie and Petey, which I think technically they're kind of younger than him, like 1 or 2 years. He never hanged out with someone that's actually his age. And Sadie's one of those, and I'm not just trying to say Sadie's a bad person for hanging out with Steven or anything. No, don't get me wrong. It's awesome that she hangs out with them, but it kind of shows that, yes, he's one of those people who's just older than him, and it reminds you that Steven never really hanged out with someone his own age, because remember with the Steven birthday episode, I realized that Steven's older than Connie by, what was it, 1.5 or 2 years? I'm forgetting now, but oh yeah, but Steven turned 14 and Connie was still like 12.5. Yeah, it was like 2 years. Wow. So yeah, I kind of wish Steven was kind of hanging out with someone kind of more of his own age, kind of like 13 or 14. I guess Connie was like almost 13, but still. But again, out of the three voices, I think Webby was something better. I wish Webby, again, spoilers, I wish Webby had her own season. Again, no disrespect to Webby, but Webby intruded on Huey's season. First season was about Dewey. Second season was about Louie. Third season was about Huey, because from the very first episode, it was supposed to be a setup for Huey going on this arc, trying to figure out like who he is, and kind of had that relationship with Boyd. He's kind of thinks himself as a robot. He's hanging out with a robot. He keeps on saying Boyd's a real boy. He didn't have like a mental breakdown or anything, but it was kind of like a struggle for him, and how everyone's saying, "Oh, Hubot," like he was kind of treating like a robot. And then later in the line, Webby kind of had an arc kind of intruding, and then this is like there wasn't gonna be a season 4, so everyone else's arcs kind of mushed in too, and Huey only had like one more episode that was dedicated to him before like the finale. I think I forgot how many episodes before then, but I think he only had 1 or 2 episodes that were like dedicated to him. And because we had to have room for everyone else completing their arcs for the series, and we had to set up the villains, we had to give them motivation, and we had to deal with Webby's plot. Because this isn't just the Huey season, this is the Huey, Webby, and everyone else's season. And again, the season's not like a mess or anything, it's just Webby and everyone else kind of intruded on Huey's season. Poor Huey. Like, Huey should have had his own season. It should have been season 3 Huey, have little sprinkles for Webby, and then Webby have season 4. Like, right? Am I the only one? Probably. I like Webby's jersey right here. I think that's pretty cool. I wonder what sports team this should be on. Oh, different outfits for Beakley. Oh, let me take a look at that. Pretty cool. I'm not so sure about the tux though. Maybe it's because she's really broad-shouldered. Maybe that's why. But I'm glad they went with the design that they went with. It works for her. And we have Launchpad. They kind of gave him like a fedora in one of the sketches. Oh, that's pretty cool. And here's some like storyboards, and now we get to the episodes. Okay, so now we kind of get into like the middle of the book. Again, I'm not gonna go over everything. We still have this one to like kind of skim through. So that's pretty cool that we get to see kind of the episodes and like the storyboards. So like Woohoo, Escape from Atlantis, Day Trip of Doom, the Impossible Summit of Mount Everest. Oh, sorry, Mount Neverest. I'm so sorry. The Great Dime Chase. Set up for Gizmo Duck. The Beagle Birthday Massacre, set up for Magica Dispel, and Lena. It's our introduction of Lena. The House of the Lucky Gander. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry, but if you guys remember this from, if you guys remember this from that episode, that the House of Lucky Gander. Remember, Launchpad had that plot. We didn't see it. We just saw the after effects, and he just had like a baby panda and stuff like that. That was pretty funny. The Infernal Internship of Mark Beeks. I think Mark Beeks is like an okay character. It's supposed to be like what was it, Mark Zuckerberg or something? I think that he's supposed to be the inspiration for that character. It's fine. I like Graves though, the Falcon dude. He was pretty cool. The Living Mummies of Tothra. And the Terror of the Terrafermians. We have Magica talking for the first time in this show, so that's pretty cool. And I'm not gonna go over every episode, just you know, this was Scrooge's birthday. This was Dewey and Scrooge bonding again with the golf. Plot episode and bonding between Dewey and Webby, and Dewey facing the truth. And also Sorcules, he was really funny. The Day of the Only Child. That's what I have to say about that episode. We introduced what was his name? Doofus. And he was a character. That's all I'm gonna say. Beware the Buddy System. We introduced the Darkwing Duck cartoon. So it's like a cartoon within a cartoon, which is really funny. And we also introduced some Gizmo Duck. Oh, the Golden Lagoon of White Agony Plains. That is one of my favorite episodes of season 1. We introduced Goldie, and it's kind of like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith kind of love-hate story between Scrooge and Goldie. And oh, if you could just see that axe fight dance scene with the golden, is actual liquid gold as like lava, or I guess water. I guess it's like a water lava fall, I guess you can say, but it's like liquid gold. It looks so beautiful. This is good animation. I love their dynamics so much. I'm just looking at the storyboard because they're kind of arguing because they're going down a shaft, and he's like, "Oh, like you're swaying too much. Oh, I'm swaying so much because I'm doing all the work." And Goldie's obviously helping, so she's like, "Oh, if you're doing all the work, I guess I can let go then." And Scrooge is obviously strong as heck, so he's just holding both and doing it by himself. Oh, it's just amazing. And comments below, what was your favorite episode for season 1? This isn't my favorite episode of season 1, but it's one of my favorites. It's just amazing. Jaws, pretty good episode. From the confidential case files of Agent 22. The past of Beakley and Scrooge, of how they met, and also introduction of Black Heron. I thought that was really good. Sky Pirates in the Sky. We get introduced to Don Carnage, and he's from like the Tailspin, which is part of like the Disney TV afternoon, which was like DuckTales, Gummy Bears, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, and stuff like that. So, and it was like a Dewey episode. It was fine. I was like, oh, Don Carnage, so maybe he can appear and be like a rival to Dewey maybe in another episode. So I was only really excited about that part. Not really anything else. Like, not especially with the singing. I was kind of, about it. The Secrets of Castle McDuck. Oh, another favorite of season 1. Oh, hey, take a look at this. Some different outfits for Officer Cabrera, which is Benton, which is Gizmo Duck's mom. So that's pretty cool. You can check that out right here. Again, you can find surprises. I like what they did with their hair. I'm not sure about this first one right here. This second one right here, um, it kind of reminds me of Camilla's hair, like Lucy's mom from the Owl House. That's the hair kind of reminds me of. That's pretty funny. The other bin is Scrooge McDuck, another great episode. I love how they brought back Webby's old design, basically, kind of to torment Lena a bit. So that I thought that was pretty funny. Well, not funny, but like I kind of brought back the old outfit. The last crash of the Sun Chaser. Oh, oh, oh my goodness! And then the Shadow War. Whoa! I was about to say the Shadow War Part 1, but excuse me. Take a look at these designs right here. I don't want to say they're 100% bad, but I'm so glad they went with this. Take a look at that. What is this? Again, you go through rough drafts and you make a few mistakes and stuff like that, but obviously you want to put of what could have been or what was going to be their first decision or was it their very first draft ever. I understand that, so it's going to be in the book, so I don't mind that at all, but oh my goodness. I would have hated her design if it would look like that. I'm sorry, but this is definitely the right choice, so yeah. But you can put in the comments below, is that, oh no, that skinnier version, I kind of like that better. Okay, I kind of want to know why. And the Shadow War Part 2. Great episode. And again, I'm not going to talk about every episode for season 2, but basically this is the Louis season, so like the most dangerous game night. The Ballad of Duke Bologna, which was not introduction, it was the introduction of Glomgold's past of who he really is, so I thought that was great. Ooh, the town where everyone was nice. We introduced the 3 caballeros. Amazing. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite episodes, but I do enjoy those too. They're pretty funny. Storkleys and Duckburg. That was pretty good. Ooh, Last Christmas. Take a look at these sketches right here with the clock and everything. That's just amazing right there. And also, little Della and Donald, so cute. I love it. And I like how they did the past, present, and future. Past is just like a little flying creature, and present is a pig, and you're wearing green, and death is just a grim reaper. We don't know what type of creature it is, but we don't need to know. Whatever happened to Della Duck? Friendship hates magic. Really well designed in the episode, but not one of my favorites because, again, spoilers for season 2. I kind of wish we saw Webby grieving over Lena with like over a period of time. At least that's just me. I kind of wish we kind of saw that. And I actually would kind of liked if we did this episode where Webby was doing everything she can to bring back Lena, like basically like how it starts in the episode, basically. And she meets Violet, and then she kind of realizes that maybe this is like a sign for me to move on from Lena, and Lena's kind of realizing it's like, oh wow, maybe she is moving on. And then Violet, kind of like hangs out with Webby, and we have more episodes of them just kind of hanging out together until we kind of have a suspicion of Violet. Like, okay, she's kind of hiding something, and we realize it's supposed for this episode she has magic as amulet. Okay, what's going on? And we have Lena trying to warn Webby, like, Webby, I know you're not really my friend anymore because you replaced me with this girl, but she's bad news. I want to protect you. And we kind of had an arc of trusting this girl until we kind of, oh, is she betraying us? Is she going to revive Magica or give her back her powers? Like, what's going on? I think that would have been really cool and then Violet could have done something to bring back Lena, and then we kind of had like a kind of reunion basically. Because they did all that in this episode. I think they could have been branched out. Again, not a bad episode, but I really think it could have been branched out. And oh my goodness, look at these Violet designs. These are just funny. With the magical ones, I was kind of like, ugh, but these are actually kind of funny. That's pretty funny. She reminds me of Allison. Was there going to be a thing where she was going to be secretly Allison's daughter? She was going to continue this design. Doesn't she look like Allison? Right? Remember? She worked for Glomgold before she became mayor in season 3 for what's it called? Saint Canard. She kind of looks like Allison a bit. Oh, also love the B plot. I think more than the A plot actually. I prefer the B plot with Beakley hanging out with Launchpad and how they were bonding over Darkwing Duck. That's just amazing because yeah, you never know something until you try it. Beakley was the same little Darkwing Duck is. She didn't say stupid, but she's like, I'm probably never gonna get into that. She watched she watched like most of the episodes, and she's like, put in the next tape. Okay, put in the next tape. Okay, put in the next tape. I loved it. Treasure to Found Lamp. Oh, another pretty good episode. The Outlaw, Scrooge McDuck. I'm not sure if I like it like I loved what was it, the agony, what's it called? I can't remember the title of the episode, but the Lagoon of White Agony Plains. I think I nailed the title, yeah. Where we introduced the Goldie. I just thought that was so phenomenal. These are really great set pieces, and we even had the introduction of Gizmo Duck's first armor, because that's how it looked like in the original series back in the 1980s. So that's actually pretty cool. But I don't know, there's something about it where it was kind of, but maybe it's because it was actually kind of like a flashback, and we kept on going back to Scrooge talking to Louie. I didn't hate that part. I actually really liked it, but something about going back and forth, I don't know. But I preferred the Agony Plains episode. But this is so great, and we have obviously Goldie messing with Scrooge. It's just amazing. We introduce Rocker Duck Feller, so that's interesting. The 87-cent solution, that was hilarious. The Golden Spear, another good episode. Nothing Can Stop Della Duck. Della comes back, tries to introduce her to her kids, and then after that episode, we get to episode 14. We basically have Della trying to reconnect with her kids. Raiders of the Doomsday Vault. She reconnects with Dewey. Okay, we actually kind of stopped there. But we had the dangerous chemistry of Gandra D. Ooh. Oh. In one of her old designs, she wore a tank top that says "I heart toxic waste." I'm so glad she's not wearing. I'm glad she's not wearing that. That would have been kind of weird. Oh, she was actually wearing glasses for a couple of them. Oh, she had one of those nanoparticles that she has like on her hand. It kind of should be she experiments on herself, but she kind of had it on her, like her shoulder. So that's interesting. Here, take a look. Right here. And I'm glad they always plan for this to a fellow scientist. This is amazing. But she kind of left. I was like, oh wow, she like dipped out. But oh no, she solved the equation for him. I love that. The Duck Knight returns. Oh my goodness. I love the episode. I really do. It just ends off with a cliffhanger that's so good. I'm just pretty sure it doesn't go anywhere. Unless they're actually really confirming that Darkwing Duck reboot. Because, again, later in Season 3, there is, again, spoilers, there is a Darkwing Duck episode. We just don't get Negaduck. We don't get Negaduck. Come on. That would have been a perfect opportunity. But they just didn't do it for some reason. I just don't think they had enough time or something. I don't think it was a lawsuit issue. I don't think so. Is it? I don't think it was. Because, yeah, the Duck Knight Returns, maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but it was really great. With a cliffhanger, we introduced Negaduck. Come on, and we don't get him. Ugh. Happy birthday, Doofus Drake. A good Louis episode. The B plot with Huey and Della of Huey stepping out of his comfort zone. That's pretty cool. Whatever happened to Donald Duck? Oh, we actually learn of why Donald is so mad all the time. It's because he wants to protect his family. That's like my favorite moment of the entire episode. And there's some pretty good moments of between Dewey and Webby, and obviously between Donald and Penumbra, with Penny. But I just love that the fact that he's so angry all the time is because he wants to protect his family, and that's a way for him to do it. To channel his anger into parental instincts. That was my favorite part of the episode. A Nightmare on Kilmore Hill, pretty good episode. The Golden Armory of Cornelius Coote, Della bonding with Webby. I thought that was pretty cool. Typhoon. Oof, that ending of that episode. Oh, it was good. It was heartbreaking, but it was good. Glom Tales, that was another great episode. The Richest Duck in the World, which we follow up from Glom Tales. And we had the Season 2 finale, Moonvasion Part 1 and Part 2. Oh, hey, look. You're actually planning on it for being kind of purple to be kind of more space-like. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys have seen this and not acting like a nut job or anything like that. This is where we get to Season 3. And again, we kind of setting up for Huey, the challenge of the Senior Junior Woodchucks, but then we kind of, again, we just go into, other stuff. I like Goofy's cameo in Quack Pack. That was pretty funny. Double O Duck and You Only Crash Twice, Episode 3. One of my favorite episodes of Season 3. Kind of like how I said with the Golden Lagoon of White Agony Plains, that was one of my favorite episodes of Season 1. This is how I feel for this episode. The music, the soundtrack, the singing, there was like a spy boat scene, and the suits and everything. We even had like the Rescue Rangers. They didn't talk, but they made an appearance. Smart Launchpad versus Steelbeak. We even have the Return of Black Heron. It was so awesome. And also confirmation that Dewey is Launchpad's best friend. And I absolutely love that. It isn't just Launchpad's imagination. Like, oh yeah, Dewey's my best friend. And Dewey doesn't like say anything like, oh okay. No, he actually says, no, you're my best friend. I love that. The Lost Harp of Nirvana. It says something up between like the Webby arc and stuff, but It was a funny moment with Donald. But everything else was kind of Louis 11, pretty good episode. Oh, introduction to Daisy. I love that. Astro Boy, again, another Huey episode, setting up Huey's arc, but again, other episodes. Rumble for Ragnarok. Wrestling episode. I know a lot of people didn't really like this episode, but I liked it. The Phantom of the Sorceress. We get introduction to Phantom Blot. I thought that's pretty cool. Okay, they put a moonlander on the Earth. It's not one of my favorite episodes, but look at this. I'm just reading from the book, but take a look at this. I'm pretty sure this is Louis right here, and Louis like saying like, "Hey, what's up with the mom jeans?" And Penny with like a new outfit is like saying like, "All these wretched pants are protecting my vital organs, and I have no offspring." So I guess she's like not pregnant or something. I guess that's why she's wearing the mom jeans. Oh, that's pretty funny. And Glom Glode is hilarious as ever. Pretty funny Dewey scenes also. The Trickening. a pretty good Halloween episode. Pretty good. The Forbidden Fountain of the Forever Glades. Again, another pretty good episode between Scrooge and Goldie, but I don't think you could ever beat that. Maybe it's just me, but the Golden Lagoon of White Agony Plains is so. Maybe it's because it's just first introduction to Goldie, and maybe this is just the only Goldie we get in like this season for season 3. This episode, maybe that's how I feel about it. It feels kind of. This is the only chance we kind of get with her. But this episode was pretty good. It just doesn't beat that other episode. Webby acting old. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Also, Goldie kissing Scrooge because she does love him. It's just different people. Goldie likes to scam people. She likes to get what she wants, and Scrooge doesn't want to be that way. And he just likes to do things fair and square, but they still love each other. Maybe Goldie might turn around or something. Who knows? I really want them to be happy. And again, let's get Dangerous Part 1. Oh, fantastic episode. We even get introduction to, what's her name? Oh, right. Sorry. That's her name. Gosselin. She was in the original Darkwing Duck series, but we kind of made her a little bit older, kind of made her look a little bit more cool. I like her, especially since her relationship between her and Darkwing Duck. I like it, and how she wants to be his crime fighting partner, how she's excited. Come on, let's have that Darkwing Duck reboot. This episode, at least in my opinion, was really successful. Again, no Nega Duck, so that was a disappointment, but again, come on. And we have part 2 of the episode. It was just really cool. Escape from the Apostle Bin, another great episode. The Split Sword of Swansatine. We get a bonding episode. Well, not like a full bonding episode, but partially bonding episode between Violet and Huey and Lena, and Louie and Violet. We usually don't get that, but it worked really well. And obviously, Dewey and Webby have worked together before, so that's not really a surprise. But those other two, I was like, oh, and also cool fight scene between Scrooge and Black Heron, so that's pretty cool. New Guts on the Block. Pretty funny moments, but other than that, The First Adventure, amazing. Introduction to Fowl, of how it first became. The fight for Castle McDuck. The ending I kind of wish was a bit different, but other than that, I think it was a pretty good episode. Not one of my favorites, but it was pretty good. How Santa Stole Christmas. Another good episode. And he actually kind of explained how Santa delivers in one night, just kind of like a crystal that slows down time. I thought it was really well explained. Beaks in the Shell, another good episode. Oh, look at Gandra. And again, we get more episodes. We get Kick Cloud Kicker and how he used to work for Blue. Oh, we get this Louie episode. And we get The Last Adventure, Tale of Three Webbies. And part 2 and The Lost Library of Isabel and Finch, and then part 3, Tale's End. I think I read the whole book to you guys. I'm so sorry. That wasn't really my intention, but yeah, it says Beyond DuckTales. Since that was basically like the main show, Beyond DuckTales is like something else. I think I'm just gonna say that part for me. You can definitely, guys, order this book. I don't think it was too expensive, but definitely get the book. I didn't really mean to because I was just so invested with the book. I kind of read almost every episode, but they're just really good. Some were just okay, but go check out this book. Check it out. And we have Huey, Dewey, Louie, Webby, and Donald. That's our main crew. And if we just... Oh, should I leave the Junior Woodchuck guidebook to myself? I guess I can just show you this part. Again, this wasn't supposed to be like... I think I might be recording for like an hour. But... Oh, wow. Ooh. So this is where we kind of get in-depth to the episode. This is kind of like the broad version. This is where you actually get into this stuff. So, yeah. Again, I haven't read this one yet, so I am going to do that, probably like tomorrow. Not on video, like by myself, and read, like actually read this one. But these are great. Definitely go check it out. They're on sale now. And it comes with this awesome bookcase. Go check it out. I'm gonna put it back in the bookcase. So, yeah, I hope you guys like that, vlog of my belated birthday present of me turning 20 years old. I love this book because I love DuckTales. Hopefully this helps me improve of me being a better artist. It kind of shows me how to improve my work of, like, you know, kind of structure with, like, objects and stuff like that. And shadowing. And I think this can really help me out. So yeah, tell me what you think. Did you like the book? Or could you see anything? Because I was kind of, maybe I wasn't holding the book right. So tell me if you could see anything. Maybe you could. But yeah, tell me what you thought of DuckTales. And again, I said spoilers because I wasn't planning on reading every episode, but you kind of, maybe you were probably catching on that I was kind of gonna do that anyway because my brain was just gonna go right into it. But yeah, you tell me what you think of DuckTales. Are you gonna buy the book? Are you just gonna look for online somewhere? Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and you know, it's really good to have DuckTales back again. And I know Amphibious kind of doing like the same thing with like Marcy's Journal. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that because I just got the DuckTales one and it's gonna be taking me a while to like go through like the whole thing, and I might want to reread it and stuff like that. So it's probably gonna take a lot of time. Will I get Marcy's Journal eventually? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for, what was it? Right, my trailer reaction and review for the Guardians in the Galaxy holiday special. Yep, I know you're probably wondering, what happened to Big City Greens? It's coming. It's coming. I know. Just, I was expecting this soon, but I didn't know exactly which day. And I wasn't initially planning on doing something, you know, Tuesday night. But, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, so I guess see you guys tomorrow for my trailer reaction of the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. And yeah, people said it looks a ton of fun. So yeah, I'm expecting it to be fun. So yeah. So last thing I'll say, woohoo.